And of course, all of our functionalities, everything we bring to the market doesn't really mean anything unless this is being implemented and we're enabling our customers to be successful. So I'd like to take a moment to actually highlight a couple of our customers who have been very successful with our deliverables. First up is Ahold. They are a Dutch-based retailer. They're a very large organization spanning multiple brands across multiple countries. Their organization is extremely complicated with multiple development teams, both in different physical locations, but also with many different business units working on their underlying business units and brands. Inside their organization, they have a hugely complex application architecture as well, including single-use apps for registering of information, through to marketing campaign applications that have been built and rolled out into production. So we're in many talks with Ahold in terms of how our architecture can really help to support their business. There were a couple of really key things that we discussed, and we're really happy to be able to support them. One of the key ones was actually our ability to provide the support for independent development teams, allowing the separation of concern in terms of their day-to-day deliverables for the code and the repositories that they're managing, while also actually being able to leverage some reuse of code and configuration and components. One of the big challenges of many large organizations is actually leveraging all of the capabilities that individual teams do and actually ensuring these cost savings are passed on to other development teams. So our shared and independent development model really allows Ahold to roll out with their development teams and ensure that everybody is able to work independently whilst also making use of shared code such as components and content. Additionally, however, we're also able to support them with our single page application hybrid model. Ahold had already developed quite a few single page applications which they're using as part of their architecture. They didn't want to have to completely rebuild these applications within BloomReach Experience. Specifically, the developers we were working with were fully focused on React applications, and so weren't familiar with BloomReach Experience to be able to build that same kind of experience there. So with our hybrid model, we're actually able to allow these applications to remain as part of the architecture, structurally incorporate them within the BloomReach Experience product to allow them to be maintained, and so that these front-end developers can actually move on. They were really seeing the ongoing maintenance burden of having things like hard-coded content within these applications, meaning that every time content changes, the front-end developers would be the ones who have to maintain this. This really reduces the overall the throughput of the development teams, minimizing how much they can deliver on new UIs, new applications, and new marketing campaigns.